Well, I wanted to take you through how I begin Sunday mornings since I won't be here, and allow proper opening of the building and equipment. So the first thing that I do is I come in here and come to the front door, unlock the front door, release the latches on this side. Then I turn on the hall light, and obviously when we leave, turn the hall light off. The water will be inside the office, so I carry it out and place it here on the tray for people to come in and have water. Into this courtyard door, come and unlatch it, unlock it, and that'll be reverse order when the church is empty. Come in and turn on the parlor lights, and then the children's lights are down here. Okay. Let's step into the sanctuary. All right, we'll begin to prepare for the worship service. First I come in, and the first thing to do is to reach down on this white power strip, and right here at the end, I turn the power on. This feeds the power to the cameras, to the switch box, the internet switch box underneath the table to get connectivity. I come here to the remote controls. I turn on the two large TVs. Then I turn on the confidence monitor. Wait for it to boot up. I'll hit the back button to get out of that adware. Then I'll take the down button and push till I come to the computer. Press enter, and then it switches to that screen. Then I take this white remote control. It operates the stage connections for the sound system. This side is on, this side is off. I press number 1, number 2, number 3. When leaving the church, just do it in the opposite order. 1, 2, 3. Return it here. Also turn off the TVs, and we'll go over here. The next thing that I do, and I've already done it, but I turn, this is something I know you're familiar with. We'll power on the unit. We turn on the computer. While the computer's booting up, let's get the lights on. I notice when Joyce is not here, the microphones don't get replaced, so I'll have to hopefully do that before I leave. But I'll load up the microphones that will be used. So Marie's is out, and I guess also Joyce's. Anyway, I load those up and I put them in their proper places. Carrie's microphone is here. Related to Brett, I don't believe you'll need to use this microphone for Brett. We'll use this Devenu channel right here. We'll kick it up here. I think I have it tuned in where it won't feed back on you, and use that for when Brett speaks, also when John Devanue is talking. So basically you can leave it on. I haven't had any feedback problems here in the last several weeks while you've been playing. I think I have it tuned in just right. So that's for Brett. Remember that channel. Yeah, Devanue channel. Okay, and I believe you know how to Pro Presenter. Takes a little while for it to boot. I'm going to have Sunday the 8th and Sunday the 15th order of worship boilerplate set up, so all that will be necessary is to plug in your songs for worship. Okay, I'm going to use that for a reference. Now I'm going to show you how to set up the YOLO box for streaming our service on Sunday. Underneath there is the keyboard. You're going to need that to enter in the description for the service. First thing is there is a button right here on the lower right-hand side. You'll press and hold the button. You will notice that a battery icon will show up. Once the battery icon shuts off, release the button and it will boot. Okay, now the booting process takes place. You get the logo. And now the start screen will show up. Here we will use the add button to start a new live stream. It says create new live stream. Then we will put the title, and just for purposes here, I'll create TEST. Then I simply tab to the next one, put in a description. So obviously Sunday, I would put something in there like Brett Harper, and the bottom just some type of description of whatever you choose to put. Then we'll put create. When you click create, you'll notice that there will be a open and resume. Okay, so we will click on the open and resume, and now we have the screen that sets everything up. The first thing that we'll need to set up is our double stream. We have listed Olive Place Baptist Church with YouTube, and we have Olive Place Baptist Church under my account with Facebook. Before we can connect those, which are under this particular icon in the taskbar, we need to scroll with our finger. This is a touch screen. You can use the mouse for everything but this touch screen. It will not scroll for some reason. And go all the way to the far right with the gear icon. And then we'll scroll up to where it says streaming mode. We will click on streaming mode, and you will see two designations. It is defaulted for direct single platform stream. We're doing two, so we will select this multi-streaming service. You'll click that, you'll get this notice, you'll click done. It returns you to this menu under settings. You will scroll back. Then the next step, click on the sound icon, and we want to up these volumes. We'll up the program volume to right around 4. This is the output program, this little slide bar. Okay. And then the monitor about the same. Okay. Then we'll scroll all the way down, make sure none of the HDMIs are on. They shouldn't be. It reads and knows what's plugged in. Then you'll find line in. We want to boost the line in as well to about 4. Okay. When that takes place, then what we will do is we will shift back to our streaming services. The first one is to select Olive Place Baptist Church under YouTube. Select Public. Select Done. Select Facebook. Select Page You Manage. Then select Olive Place Baptist Church. Then select Done. This is the major part of the setup. Now for setting up our viewing with the cameras. The viewing with the cameras, you'll notice we have HDMI 1, HDMI 2, HDMI 3, USB. HDMI 1 is the default that it opens up to. This is the camera directly behind the video booth. Then HDMI 2 is the computer. HDMI 3 is the north side video camera, and the USB, which is camera number 2, will be on the right there on that side of the church. Okay. Now, the important thing that we need to do here is we need to set up a picture in a picture for this main screen. In order to do that, first we select Add Video Source. You will see this selection of icons. We want to go under Multi-Views. You'll need to scroll up with your finger, and we will select Picture-in-a-Picture Video, this first icon. All right, it gives us a selection of which ones we want to use. The main screen is what we want to select first. It says select main screen. We will select HDMI 1. Then we click Next. Then we will select the computer screen, which is HDMI 2, and we will select Next. Now, notice here in this setup page, in this setting page for that picture-in-a-picture, what we want to do is take this slider bar where it says border thickness, and we want to decrease that border to a fine, thin line. Then we want to select scale and scale down the image to just a readable size. Then we'll put our finger on that picture and we will slide it over here to the left lower side. That way, they will use that for showing the song verses while they're looking at the main camera. When that is set to your satisfaction there, we select Done. Okay. That has set up the YOLO box for viewing to YouTube and Facebook. As a precaution, I'm going to leave a my Facebook ID and password. There are times when, and you may have to call me on this if it does it. It does it, I think, every 3 months or every 6 months, I can't remember. Facebook wants to reload itself, and so therefore you have to delete Facebook from this unit on the original start page. And here you would select this back button right here. It would take you back, and then you go to you would go like this. Are you sure you want to exit the streaming event? Then you would select this icon here. I'm not saying this will happen, but it can. You could select this icon, and you would see, you would select this Eddie Worthy. And once you select that, it would take you to another page. You delete that, and then you would add Facebook back in there using my ID and password, and then for some reason it loads up. I don't believe it'll do it to you, but you never know. And if it does, I can walk you through it. Okay? All right. Okay. When the service is over, sometimes it's not set. So well, let me go with the camera. I'm sorry for this being disjointed. You can set the cameras to their stage places by first selecting camera 1, press call, and select 1, and then select enter. And the camera will rotate. If you'll notice, it rotated to this position at the pulpit. All right, now we'll select camera 2. They're only selected when you push down and they turn green. Then press call, number 1, and enter. All right, and then camera 3, which is the camera behind me, call 1, enter. All right. And then on this page are all the preset camera settings. As long as you get this set up this way, Nathan or Patrick will take it from here. Once you've completed what I've just taken you through, that should have YOLO box set up, and you should be ready to go. This, if for some reason no one is here, then you would press go live, and then once you press go live, you would press this record button and select done on it, which starts the program, and then end. So let's just say we finished. So I'm going to start the go live. Are you ready to start live streaming? And they'll press that. Remember, this is something that only does when we start the program, when we start the worship service. And then I'll select record, start recording. All right. And then it starts with all of the numbers here that tells us that it's working. Once that's going on and we're ready to stop the live stream, then we'll hit stop and we'll hit end. This should be something that Patrick or Nathan do, and we'll hit done. It'll take you back to the screen and it shows that it's ended. So once the service is ended, this you will need to turn the machine off if it's still on when you get back here when the service is over. You go down to the bottom of the YOLO box, and once again hold down the button for just a moment, and a little icon will pop up, and it says to power off, and you would press power off, and it turns off the YOLO box, you'll know it's powering down when you see that battery icon pop up. It takes a little bit for it to shut down. YOLO you'll think it's starting up again, but it's not. You'll see the battery, and it turns off. Now it's off. Okay. I did fail to mention that the other thing is to turn on this monitor, but I think you probably remember that from last time. So that's how we start and end our streaming service here at Olive Place.